Bhajonitai Gaur Radhe Sham Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram. Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Nitai Jai Gaur. Welcome. Lord Krishna Return. Namaste Guru Devaya Sarvasiddhi Pradayine Sarvamagala Rupaya Sarvananda Vidyayine. Jai Guru Shri Guru Jai Guru Shri Guru Jai Guru Shri Guru Jai Guru Radha Raman. Navadwip of the time. Bengal was then one undivided province of India, and Navadip, Nadia. In the province, a well-known center of learning. People from all corners of the country rushed to study there. The teaching institutions were known as tola, and the students learned bakaranas, Nyaya, smiti, etc. there. It is stated that Navadwip was full of tols, and every toll had about 1,000 students. Gangadas and Sarbab Batachara were two most famous Pandits, teachers. Generally, students after completing their studies returned to their native places, but some of them permanently settled in Navadwip. For example, Jagannath Misra came from Dakshin Dhaka and settled there in Navadwip. Bengal, known as Gaud, was under the Muslim rule, and Hussein Shan was its governor. For the local administration, he had appointed Qasis throughout the state. Chand Qasi, for example, was the ruler of Navadwip. It will be worthwhile here to understand the social setup of Navadwip then. People mostly worshipped the gods and goddesses like Mansa, Basuli and Chandi, Durgama. They were the worshippers of Shakti, the female personification of the divine energy. Vaishnavas, those who worship Lord Krishna or his various incarnations like Ram, Narasimha, Vamana, etc., were few. Some of them were Advait, Shrivas, Nilambar, Chandrasekhar, Gadadhar, Mukund, Sridhar. These Vaishnavas felt very insecure and helpless in the presence of the Brahmins, who were so haughty and proud of their learning, and the Semeners, who were possessed of great riches. Generally, the Kajastas were the Semeners, and they looked after the well-being of the Brahmins. The Vaishnavas, moreover, just shivered at the very thought of the bloodshed in the name of propitiating the deities with which the Shakti worshippers were credited. Since Navadwip was the center of learning, it was but natural that every sensible gentleman had a dream of becoming a scholar. People therefore prefer education to wealth and business. It was a dream of every parent to make his son a scholar and to get a Pandit son-in-law for his daughter. The trouble in the beginning was that in Navadwip there was just one simple toll of Nyaya Logic established by Ram Bhadra Bhattacharya for full and serious studies of this subject. Students had to go to Mithila. Soon this problem was overcome. One of the students of Rambhadra, Basudv Sarbab, went to Mithila and studied Nyaya. He was so brilliant that he learned by heart the Nyaya books and, on his return to Navadwip, preserved it all in writing. Previously, the Mithila teacher did not allow any of their students to carry the related book with him. Thus, Basudv put a stop to Mithila's monopoly of Nyaya, and thousands of students flocked to his stall from all over the country. Ragunat, Raghunandan, Krishnanand, and our Goranga Maha Prabu, of course, were some of his very eminent students. Unfortunately, rather fortunately, Sarbab didn't settle in Navadvip permanently. Maharash Pratapudra of Odisha heard the name and fame of Sarbab and appointed him as Rash Pandit, scholar in the royal court in Jagannath Puri. Now, Sarbab started his stall in Puri. He taught not only Nyaya to the students, but also the Vedant to the ascetics of the Shanka Shankarasara line, Shankar Mat. Nimai becomes Nimai Pandit is the next chapter of this book. I hope you enjoyed. Bhajanita Goura Sham Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram.